competed in 5 World Series in the last 2 years, and he's made a big impact on the sport.
Well, yeah, one of the ones he lost in. I know he beat Taylor twice, but he lost to Taylor narrowly in the quarterfinals of the one in Melbourne, and that was just 10-9.
He was offered a PDC Tour card for 2017. Corey Kadbi decided against it, concentrated on playing on the Australian circuit, where he won 3 of their ranking events.
Yeah, I think that's a great call. He needs to learn his trade. Also played, as you said, in Perth and lost 6-5 to Barneveld, who we'll be seeing tomorrow.
He's not shy, young Corey, is he? Interesting if he gets through to play Gerwyn Price in the next round, because
fiery.
Gerwyn can be, should we say, sparky.
Wears his heart on his sleeve. Nothing wrong with that. Well, not a good first start.
Current world youth champion, Corey Kadbi,
yes.
Isn't he? Beat Barry Van Peer in the final in Minehead.
131.
Nice start by Klaasen.
Comfortable.
This lad can really play when he gets his eye in.
Very basic throw. A lot can go wrong with it.
He can hit very, very big numbers.
Yes.
78.
Did you mention that average that he got when he lost to Peter Wright? 109 or something? You lose a match and you're averaging 109.
Had a few of them over the last couple of years, insane losing averages.
Coming down towards the conclusion of this opening leg.
Lovely setup.
Brilliant. Now Kadbi can do this. 161 should set the place rocking if he cleared this one out.
Not this time.
56.
Well, that was a touch prosaic compared with what he's capable of. Klaasen then to hold his throw.
Tops. Lovely clean 15-dart opening leg.
Nicely done.
Yeah, tidy.
Corey coming to this on the back of winning the Australian Masters in Geelong just a couple of weeks ago.
59.
Just in the final of the Australian Grand Masters in Canberra before that to Peter Machin.
Yeah, he won the... Is that the guy that won the World Dart Trophy?
The boy.
Remember, we covered it.
Yeah. Somewhere in the murky recesses of your memory, Chris, it was there.
66.
I'm not happy with that. And he's not just firing yet. A lot more to come, one would think.
He keeps finding the lower portion of that treble 20, which is forcing him to switch.
Jell Klaasen has his own way in going about things, doesn't he? You can never occasionally you can second guess how he's going to go.
Spotter's nightmare.
Yeah, he's one of those you sort of think, okay, forget the close-ups, let's just show the whole board.
Find the trouble there, but Kadbi's throw under massive pressure.
Sure is. 1040 would make it look better. 1080 would make it look a whole lot better. How about that? One more? Yes, thank you very much.
Over celebrating a 180. That's what you're meant to do, pal.
Certainly one of the more demonstrative players, isn't he, Kadbi? 140 now.
Yeah, that's why he's going to ruffle a few feathers. Steady ton. No finish for Klaasen. Perfect.
You'd have loved playing him back in the day, wouldn't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been any clash at all there.
That would have been one in the practice room, John.
Oh, this is lovely.
Good pressure.
168.
That's great darts from Klaasen. It's a must get now. Good darts. And so he is underway.
Yep. Now the fireworks start. Couple of legs to settle in.
Pair of them are well capable of cutting loose.
Oh, yes.
Jell Klaasen can be a very, very big scorer when the bow's very hot and cold.
Yes.
Jell always has done.
Yep. Well, that can be said for the majority.
94.
Gerwyn Price will be watching on somewhere, keeping an eye on this one to see who he's going to be playing tomorrow night.
41.
I wonder who he'd prefer. Answers on a postcard. Hi, Mum. I'm on TV.
Three ranking titles to his name over the years, Jell Klaasen.
Yeah, he won one in Ireland. I remember pretty close to him moving over, and then he went some 7 or 8 years without a title.
So much ability. You know, I mean, if you're going to be harsh, you'd say that with the ability that he's undoubtedly got, it's a bit of an underachievement.
Well, yeah, two things really, a bit of both, and it's just the standard. You can't really get away with nowadays. I mean, years ago you could play some games, some tournaments where you could play 2 or 3 games and not really play anybody of any kind of quality. And if you had a poor match, you could get away with it. Nowadays, you have a poor game, you're out. It doesn't matter who you play in that tour card field of 128 players.
As I guess we're already seeing tonight with some established names saying cheerio to Glasgow.
Yep, look at the seeds that have gone already. And he usually goes down off. You have to go down off 129. If you do it at 20, leaves 109, no finish. Now the 19 leaves you 110, or the 57 leaves you 72.
Vivid example of the fact that Jell has his own ideas sometimes.
Yes. Unfortunately, no finish now for Kadbi.
Well, you'd have thought 19 tops.
Yeah.
You'd have thought.
Whitlock's last week was bizarre on 84, ball double 17.
What was that?
I think maybe we have the wrong score. He didn't bust. The referee didn't call bust, or no score. So
double 4, Kadbi. Well, whatever. Apologies for that. Apologies for that one, but the upshot of it all is that Kadbi takes the leg.
A poorish leg as well. Klaasen threw 18 darts in that leg.
Well, that was a break of throw. So he leads 2-1. Glasgow standing up because they emphatically do love the darts. 7th birthday. What a great place to come for your 7th birthday.
I'd never forget it, that's for sure. 4-1-8 for Kadbi. 4-2-1 for Klaasen. Tech issues.
First to 6 to take a place in the next round. And we welcome back our scorecard.
125.
No 10-9s or 10-8 rounds on those.
Now Klaasen would like to bounce back immediately after that break of throw.
Well, Kadbi's been solid so far, not spectacular. Just the 1-180 and the 1-140. We're halfway through the fourth leg. He's getting away with it because Klaasen is
16.
ordinary, averaging just 89, 95 for Kadbi.
Yet to find a maximum as well. Klaasen, just the one for Kadbi. Scoring hasn't been heavy so far.
No. Light.
84.
Kadbi on a finish, but Klaasen can put it under a lot of pressure here. Well, the
Needed
treble would be
well.
good.
Yeah, needed a minimum of a 140 really. Well, we're sort of still on throw, and you'd think Kadbi would be getting 6 at this 152.
That's a single.
It's a treble really.
56.
Okay.
151.
Let's go in the standard way. Oh dear.
Jell
78.
Klaasen, who had a victory against Christian Kist last week and then was beaten in the second round by Kyle Anderson. So treble 20, double 18 for Kadbi for 3-1. Great first start, double 18 to tighten his grip on this opening session. Oh, he's missed it. Now this is a
Huge
big
chance.
opportunity.
Yeah.
73.
Should be treble 19, double 8. 14 for tops. Tops, 1 dart.
33.
Is it?
No, not just there at the minute for Jell. Kadbi for 3-1, double 9. For the man from Melbourne, just 22 years old, Corey Kadbi. Double 9. That's made a hash of it. Double 4, 1 dart. And he takes it.
Huge dart.
Demonstrative celebration, followed by a very audible come on.
93.
I find all that a bit draining in a longer match. He did have a fabulous game, I remember, with Jell Klaasen at the, I think it was last year's World Championships. He seemed to just run out of bullets towards the end of the match.
78.
Certainly carries plenty of timber, doesn't he? And that is, again, is not being unpleasant. It's just a statement of fact that in a long tournament, fitness is an issue.
Yep, especially them long days on the Pro Tour.
That's good. That's what he can do. There's enormous talent.
Yeah, obviously talented. Klaasen, really a nightmare, really struggling, averaging just 82.
Can't be winning without having to hit top gear.
Yeah, he's not even stretched his legs yet. He's got a few more gears to go, yeah.
There goes his second maximum. Almost on cue, moves himself into position for another break of throw.
And reliably informed in practice when he's playing proper practice sessions over distance. He rarely averages less than 100.
103 then, this is for 4-1, break at the end of this leg.
Exciting times, this young man and Rob Cross.
55.
Cross in action later on.
Young Dimitri, we've just seen, he's another player that will start to blossom into the player we know he's capable of. Oh, double 13.
Look at this. What a check out, 146. And now Jell Klaasen's turn to demonstrate visible emotion as he gets a very, very important check out, the most spectacular of the match so far.
Or a match saver.
Kadbi still with the break. 3-2 as the match resumes, first to 6.
As you've said, not really caught fire yet, so
57.
it's one of those, it's just bubbling, just simmering. That 146 should have given Klaasen massive confidence.
121.
It certainly won't have done any harm, will it? Likes to throw quickly, Klaasen. Fast tempo. Kadbi got to throw it, got to keep his own game.
Well, Klaasen needs to try and make him force his very natural
16.
direct thrower. He's got to just get him at it.
This is a chance now for Klaasen already. Big hit here would hurt. That's a good cover shot.
Yeah,
Oh, and
just-
another treble 18 there.
Yeah, it was just hanging in that treble 19, so I had to switch. Didn't want to risk knocking it out.
84.
This is a great opportunity now for Klaasen to get the break back. Taking the darts and now building. Could do with the treble. Yes, good dart.
95.
Well in control of this leg. 154. 146 behind, minus these Kadbi. Minimum of a 140 really to leave a 160. That's not a bad time.
100.
Bit unlucky that one, mate.
Yeah, 6 darts at 154. 2 treble 19s tops was his route.
That was in the treble 7, that first dart.
66.
It's okay. He's 88 when he comes back. So whatever Kadbi does, Klaasen should get at least a dart at the ball. There's plenty of pressure on it.
That's a great visit.
88.
88 then. This for the break back to square up the match.
Shouldn't have been
Oh,
going
dear,
anywhere
dear,
near
dear.
the treble. Absolute madness in this situation. Should no, and he's hit the ball. Yeah, well, you went for the treble, mate. Should have gone for a big 18 just to make sure.
20 double tops for 4-2 in a leg which Klaasen should have won.
Should have won easy.
Well, maybe he still can.
Well, the hardest bit here is the 3. Oh, he's gone 7. He loves double 6. Not thinking right.
Double 2 now. Oh dear. He's made
He's
a hash
involved.
of, made a hash of
He's
this leg,
involved.
Chris.
Yep. Got himself involved.
You say he's got himself involved. You mean psychologically?
Yes.
This guy's got to him a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's obviously rattled by the over celebrating and the general.
Demeanour.
Yes.
Double 10. 4-2. Again, the audible celebrations.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit of a no-no, isn't it? You know, I mean, Michael van Gerwen, he's always up there giving it the large celebration, but you don't hear him.
No. Well, isn't that they're done at key moments when he feels that it's necessary for a little release of adrenaline. But dart players celebrating 180s is a little bit.
16.
It's a little bizarre unless you are, you would do. There's a certain amount of gamesmanship. So, if you felt that they were at a key moment, you were trailing, and if you felt that moment just to put a pause in the game or try and ruffle your opponent's feathers, fine. But not every time you hit a 180. That's what you're meant to do. They're up there because they hit 180s. He celebrates like it's his first one. Like you last week when you got your 9 darters on.
And
He did a lap of the commentary box.
swinging from the rafters.
T-shirt over his head. The lot.
Do the big hits here, Kadbi.
Only a ton behind. It's on the Klaasen throw. You know he's just 2 holds to throw away from a place in round 2 and a dream matchup.
Gerwin Price awaiting.
Not sure if I'd rather watch them fight or play darts.
96.
I think if they did fight, I think where my money would be. Gerwin was a junior international rugby player as a hooker, playing for Wales up to under 21 level.
140.
So I think it's fairly safe to say he can look after himself.
Well, you have to on that field. Oh dear.
Not happening. And it looks as though another break of throw is now beckoning.
Kadbi averaging 88.
Looking at the 19s, I think. No, 17s, beg your pardon.
Yeah, 51 tops. 100 left. There you go. Good thinking.
Well, he's nicely set up now, isn't he? Taking his time retrieving his darts.
More gamesmanship.
All within the rules, just about. And it doesn't endear you to your opponents, maybe. Right, tops for Kadbi.
Or fans. When I used to have that done to me, I should just whistle one straight past their ear.
Great dart, whatever.
Not a punch, by the way, John, but a dart.
Shake of the head from Jell Klaasen, who's annoyed. I suspect that if there was one person in the draw who you'd definitely not want to lose to, it's maybe this guy.
Yeah. Well, he'd be aware it's not a poor game. It's just poor by the standards we normally see and what the players have set themselves. I mean, he's averaging 89, which is, it's tidy enough, but it's hardly like Klaasen has played someone that has just totally outplayed him.
No, he's not played his game, has he?
Well, no, he's just that one moment, that one full six was just pure natural ability, and then he's just got embroiled in a bit of a scruffy fight instead of trying to take control and playing with his natural rhythm and ability.
One more leg needed then for Corey Kadbi, and he is through into the next round.
I've not seen it. Taylor got involved with him and they played each other.
I could imagine that Phil wouldn't warm to him massively.
No. Though he played lovely in one of the World Series that I think it was Auckland that
he went all the way to the final.
Kyle Anderson won. It was a great moment for Australian darts.
114.
Better. Not on a finish yet, but 63 on.
I don't think Kadbi's the kind of guy that will suffer with winning line pressure. This is going to be a real it should have been a real close match. All but the 2 from 8 attempts at doubles for Klaasen, it would have been 25% success rate.
Well, he's going to be on 85 and have an opportunity, Klaasen, provided Kadbi doesn't take this out. 148, treble 20. Seen 146 from Klaasen, and he can't do it now.
So, now then, Jell, make sure if you hit the 15 and not the treble, just make sure of the 20. Disaster.
Checking on the score, he's left with 41, so Kadbi now for the match.
16 or 8, 16 for double 16, 8 for tops. A very, very convincing 6-2 win.
Surprisingly easy.
Yes.
Double 16 then, to finish it off, double 8. Klaasen breathes again.
I'm surprised at that.
Double top, 2 darts at it. Only one required. Klaasen gets a break of throw.
Yeah. Well, that should, you should be out, so shackles should be off. You should be throwing with complete freedom.
57.
Scattergun approach again from Klaasen.
They're putting it.
Unlucky. Klaasen not punished. It's not lying too nicely. That's a good adjustment.
Superb.
83.
Pace is also a factor that won't suit Klaasen. Although he's not a slow thrower, Kadbi, he does take a long time to
140.
retrieve his darts, and then when he approaches the hockey, he goes through a small routine, which again is just keeping Jell away from the board.
And you saw there Klaasen actually throwing his darts, his first darts,
140.
and Kadbi had barely gone past
Yeah.
him. Absolutely itching to get on with it, Klaasen. Try and make it a quicker game.
Again, sign of frustration.
Yep. Now watch again here when he takes that first dart. Look, he's into position now. Well, Kadbi a bit quicker back
Yeah.
last time, but the previous one he'd barely gone past.
Yep, correct.
140.
This is a tidy leg. 81 left after 12. Kadbi back on 260, so he'll be looking for a minimum ton to leave a finish. So no pressure now on the 81 for Klaasen.
So this for 5-4, and he'll get another visit if he doesn't succeed. Good first dart. Tops now.
Well, that's sensible. That's sensible. We were discussing this last week. I mean, it's a sensible shot when your opponent's way back. You're guaranteeing yourself, well, minus a bounce out or an error, one dart or a double, and you get, you know then when you go back, you're going to have 3 darts at a double. But now there's pressure.
Well, it's a tidy 140 from Kadbi. Klaasen has got to get this. Double 10. Now that is pressure. That's not
Yeah.
lying well. He's got to come right across.
So awkward. Yeah,
10 score.
didn't fancy that.
16.
Just you can tell sometimes when a player approaches the hockey, you can just tell he was at 140. Really shook him up.
For the match, tops.
Second time of asking.
And this time, it's there. A happy smile. Kadbi going through. Shake of hands. And Klaasen exits the tournament. The 22-year-old Australian moves on. Gerwyn Price awaits. That'll be an interesting one. Kadbi wins this one, 6-3.